Hello everyone, this is Chris, and in the 1.17 update, Mojang accidentally added 3 blocks that were supposed to be unobtainable in survival. The Deepslate Copper, Coal, and Emerald. And while many people aren't having too much of an issue finding the copper and the coal, many people are having some issues in finding the Deepslate Emerald. Well, thanks to me spending several hours, I managed to find 100 Deepslate Emerald ore. So, typing in this seed, you'll actually be able to get 100 Deepslate Emerald ore locations. Subscribe, like, etc. But yeah, let's get into the seed itself. So, basically, this is the spawn point. I put a beacon exactly where you spawn in, and yeah, when looking out this way, you see some forests, some some mountains in the distance. But the mountains you'd actually want to head to is right behind here, because just in this huge area right here is actually where I managed to find the 100 Deepslate Emerald ore. Because it is 100, I am not going to show you every single one of them. That would be like a 2-hour seed showcase. So they are all down in the description. But just to prove it, I will show at least a few of them. Starting off with the first one, which is actually right the way down here at these coordinates. So yeah, this is your first Deepslate Emerald. Every single one of them. Oh, and there's some Deepslate Diamonds. So in case you do want to get yourself some diamonds alongside your emeralds, and this is definitely the place to head to. But yeah, every single Deepslate Emerald I found in this one seed only spawns in a singular vein. So yeah, prepare to do quite a bit of digging. But yeah, this is where one of them is. But if you want some just a little bit closer together, then maybe head over to around these coordinates right here, because just around here at quite a decent deep level. Again, Deepslate only spawns between layer 0 and layer 16. But yeah, if you head over here, you'll first off find one of them around here, and then if you dig yourself forward just a little bit, and then up just a little bit, then you'll find another one. So yeah, I think these two are the closest ones I managed to find right next to each other. So yeah, really gives you an idea as to just how rare and spaced out these Deepslate Emerald ore really is, which is also a good thing as to why this biome, this mountain biome, actually covers a really decent distance. Even though I found 100 of them, like, I still didn't cover the entirety of this mountain. Like, it goes on for a very, very long time. So, in case you do just want to find some Deepslate Emeralds without the coordinates, then have no fear, because there is plenty more mountains to be found with plenty more Deepslate Emeralds, along with this one, which I actually haven't looked around yet. So, again, plenty of Deepslate Emeralds that I haven't even found yet, alongside of the 100, which is, once again, down below in the description. Also, at this one mountain biome, heading yourself just around here, you might see it, there's also a ruined portal right here. Now, I don't know if I haven't looked hard enough or something, but I don't seem to see a chest anymore. Like, I looked pretty hard, but I just haven't seemed to find the chest yet. Maybe I'm just not looking. Oh, there it is. Spoke too soon. Never mind. But yeah, still get your chest, still get your obsidian, and still get your ruined portal. And this spawning place in which you go to through this ruined portal isn't necessarily the greatest place to go to. But if you do go through this one ruined portal right here, then you will spawn in right here. Yeah, basically right down below at a bedrock layer, which isn't necessarily the best place to spawn in, and that is because if we dig up just a little bit, well, when I say a little bit, I mean about 20 or 30 or so blocks, we can see that yeah, we're in a lava-filled ocean right here with another ruined portal. I don't really see those too often, but yeah, not the greatest place to spawn in terms of the nether, but in case you do want to, get some things around here, then I will show you a couple structures and things. And these couple structures in question actually aren't too far from where that one nether portal was spawned into, because right around here, you'll find yourself a nether fortress right here, which actually isn't too over the edge of many lava pits, so this one might be a little bit safer if you don't count the constant ghasts and magma cubes. It's I guess a little more firmly inland. And something else that is firmly placed in the ground is this Bastion Remnant, which actually isn't too incredibly far. Again, there's quite a bit of land around where you spawn around, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, in case you want to raid the place, get yourself the the beloved pig step or something like that, then definitely make your way over here. But then again, this video is not about the nether or anything like that. This video is about the Deepslate emeralds and the biome you find them at. And speaking of the biome we find them at, we find weird sort of floating structures and stuff around here. It has sort of Sky Island feeling. You can see there's plenty of steep slopes and other types of things like that of the current extreme hills. Yeah, in case you want to make the most of making a mountain base or something like that, then totally head your way around here. Well, I mean, head your way around here anyways, in case you want to find more Deepslate ore. But yes, we do have plenty of the extreme hills, biomes and stuff around the place on this seed. But we also have plenty of, I guess, normal hilly terrain around normal types of biomes, such as this one spruce hill, if you want to call it something like that. But we also get plenty of other ones, such as this spruce hill we see over there, which actually raises pretty close to the extreme hills height. And we also get plenty of birch forest hills, we get some dark oak forest hills. There are plenty of different types of hilly biomes inside this one seed, even though it's not necessarily linked onto the extreme hills biome. And because there's so many different types of hilly biomes around the place, you can usually get some astounding looking style terrain when one biome meets up with another hilly biome, such as just this one hill just sitting on the edge of a river. I don't know, it just, to me this looks like just pure, like, opportunity right here. Like, you could build a base right on top of here, or a small house, and just have, like, a huge little fishing mound or something like that, just seeing yourself right here. But if you're not too fond on that idea of building a house there, then have no fear, because you still might want to head over here, because you'll also find yourself this pillager outpost, which, does have some hilliness and stuff like that around the place, so I guess it sort of makes it a little bit more interesting having to go up a little hill. Like, again, it's just a few blocks up, but it's still up enough to make it a different experience. Have I mentioned yet that there's a lot of mountainous terrain around this one seed, whether it be the extreme hills or just normal biome hills? Like, I don't think I've gotten that point across yet. But if you're ever not in the mood to experience some pretty hilly terrain or find some Deepslate emeralds, then you might want to head out to the ocean to find yourself this amethyst geo just hitting itself right here, which isn't quite a rare occurrence. We find plenty of these inside of oceans, but in case you do want to find one that's pretty close to the shore, then this one actually is a pretty good one too. Because there's so much talk in this one seed showcase about the magnificent hills and the Deepslate emeralds and stuff, I think it only makes sense to talk about the cave part too, because heading yourself right here, you'll find yourself a double ravine with an abandoned mineshaft just sitting itself right here. And yeah, you can't quite notice it from right up there, but when you look at it, say, from right here, then you could really see, like, the fact that, yeah, two ravines basically spawned right on top of each other, right through this one abandoned mineshaft right here. So, having about 3 or 4 different types of things, all in one singular place, pretty cool, and even it's a slime chuck. I didn't even know that. So, even more reason to head here too for the mineshaft, the slimes, for everything like that. And you know, since we're talking about caves and cliffs, might as well throw some villager action into the mix too. So heading yourself right here, you'll find yourself a village right here, a pretty decent sized one too, even within a blacksmith too. But that's not the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing is that, yeah, another lava ravine, or a ravine, managed to split itself right here, which means you get, one of these strangely satisfying floating houses right here. But in case, strangely satisfying floating houses isn't the thing you're looking for, then what you might be looking for is this second amethyst geo sitting itself, right here. So, yeah, more opportunities for calcite, for what's this called, for smooth basalts, for the amethyst, and for all that other types of stuff. And since you're by a village, your ideal instinct might be to use some of your Deepslate emeralds, but because they are so rare, that might not be the best idea. So maybe head yourself down to this one ravine, because there is plenty of emerald ore just sitting itself right around the place. You got one there, we got one there, we could probably find others around the place. So yeah, don't use your Deepslate emeralds because they are rare. They are, I guess, finite as of 1.18 or as of whenever they fix that. But yeah, find yourself some normal emeralds and then make the most of it at this one village. And if hilly biomes and villages aren't really your thing, then maybe a mega taiga biome might be your thing, with even more hilly biomes and hilly terrain around there with even more, from the looks of things, more ravines and other types of things like that. So this entire seed, wherever you go, is just the definition of caves and cliffs. Pretty much like everywhere, no matter what biome you go to, no matter where you look, it's pretty much just, you know, just the cave part, the cliff part, literally everywhere. And from the looks of things, even if we count the trees, it looks like we get some pretty decent height at around a 140, 146 or something like that. So yeah, that's still a pretty neat thing to find. But in case you don't think that's quite as neat as I do, then what might be kind of neatish is this one abandoned village sitting itself right inside of the mega taiga, which this normally shouldn't really happen. You can only find taiga villages inside of taiga biomes right here, but this one managed to sprawl itself across into the to the mega taiga biome just enough so you could get some mega taiga villages, I guess. And it of course wouldn't be a seed showcase without me showing off the stronghold. So heading yourself over to these corners around this one village, which even this is on sort of a even a small hill, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, digging yourself down this way, which even though we are on a hilly seed or something like that, it might take a little while. But when you eventually do head down here, you will eventually find yourself the stronghold right here. And even though the seed is filled with mountainous terrain, some of the most mountainous terrain I've seen in a seed in quite a while, this seed is mainly for the locations of 100 Deepslate Emerald ore, because, yeah, assuming Mojang doesn't revert their decisions or something, this is a finite resource and a finite time to get this resource. So, yeah, don't waste any time. At least load up this one seed, at least load up this one, at least spawn mountainous area to get yourself ready for the Deepslate Emerald ores. But, yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.